Thank you very much, Mr. Razdan. Thank you also for mentioning about our project for pluripotent pumped storage. I think I'm supposed to present development partners, public, international lending institutions' point of view. Maybe my view, my perspective is not very comprehensive. No. Yeah, I feel more comfortable sitting. As one of lending agency's point of view, I'd like to share with you. JICA, Japan International Cooperation Agency, it's an agency of the Japanese government in charge of official development assistance. We might be known more for our support to big transport infrastructure projects like Delhi Metro or Ahmedabad, Mumbai, high-speed rail. I wish I could have concrete figures in terms of how much we can contribute. We can reduce carbon emission through this, transportation project. But I'm sure that's a huge contribution. But we are also active in the energy sector in view of reducing carbon emission, and also in view of matching, keeping pace with increasing demand of power in such a rapidly evolving, developing economic power in the world. JICA has been very active with lots of government public agencies like DISCOMs, Transcos, IREDA, IIFCL. We are globally, we are very in good relations with IREA, of course. We have signed a memorandum of understanding of cooperation with International Solar Alliance this May on the occasion of Prime Minister Modi's visit to Japan. So through this collaboration, JICA was successfully in securing, introducing additional renewable energy capacity to the tune of 12 gigawatts so far. Might be a small contribution, but we are very much keen to do more for that direction. Looking at India's commitment in decarbonization, reducing carbon emission. Global society, including Japan, got kind of excited, when Prime Minister Modi announced carbon net to zero by 2070 at Glasgow. And we are very much keen to work together with Indian stakeholders, including government and private entities. But what we observe about this is there seems to be no clear tangible, practical roadmap to realize that vision at 2070. And I do know Power Ministry, Environment Ministry, Prime Minister's Office are working how to come up with a concrete scenario. Actually, JICA is in close touch with Center of Central Electric Authority. We have an expert. We sent an expert, and he's working hard to come up discuss and come up with a specific feasible scenario to realize carbon zero by 2070 in power sector alone. Even in power sector, so many efforts have been made within the ministry, within the relevant authority, but not a clear picture as of now. So maybe we might be, we don't know because we are outsider. But anyway, we really look forward that the government of India will come up with tangible scenario to which international development partner put efforts to get joint efforts together to realize that kind of scenario. This is one thing. And regarding government of India's commitment to decarbonize, we are happy to note that recently Cabinet approved revised nationally determined contribution plan in which 50% of installed capacity will be non-fossil by 2030, yes? 50% of installed capacity is renewable. That means not 50%, but quite substantial equivalent amount of storage capacity are required to really match growing and ever-changing power demand. So huge investment is required, not only for generation, but storage capacity. Same can be said for stabilization of a grid, transmission, distribution network. So I think those areas can be still these areas should be looked after by private sector, public sector primarily. Yeah, because while creating new mechanism to draw private investment for these areas, but still there's a huge role that the government or public sector must play to increase storage capacity or stabilization of the grid. Yes, JICA is active in storage capacity. After our success in Pluria, we have another project ongoing in Turuga, West Bengal, meant for 1 gigawatt storage capacity. Right. So, yeah, this is how we are ready to increase our input for in those areas required to keep pace with increasing renewable energy generation capacity. Let me also mention slightly about coal power generation. Yeah, as an international lending agency, it is more and more difficult for international financer to directly support fossil fuel generation, especially coal, which is still occupies majority, 70%, 80% of power supply in India, and which can never be got rid of, even 50 years, 100 years time, I suppose. Somebody has to take care of as to how to rationalize, how to bring more efficiency in existing or upcoming coal power or fossil fuel power generation. We may not be able to provide funding, but we can provide technology, because JICA is not only provides not only funding but also technical support. Japan has very sophisticated technology, efficient technology, burning or heat transitioning, transmission technology in fossil fuel power. we can provide to government India and the agencies about that technology. We can bring we can liaise with Japanese private partners so that they can invest in India. So these are the area JICA can still can do more to realize India's very, very, I shouldn't say challenging, but very ambitious but exciting vision to realize carbon net zero by 2070. I stop for now. Thank you.